Absolutely love the music in this game. Alright. So it brought me back here before I broke out, huh? Cool. Thanks, I'm definitely gonna dual wield, so.
Leave off with your noise. You're giving me a headache.
Oh, am I now?
I don't know. I'm not supposed to talk to you. Mistress Jarvia, she said wait here till the boss gets back. Oh, you're probably just upset. I remember one time when Mistress Jarvia was mad at me. She didn't lock me up, but she yelled a lot. And she hit me on the head. But it was real nice of her not to kill me.
Uh-huh.
Now's better than later.
All right.
Let's see what you're made of! Have at you!
If we want to get away with this, we can't leave one man alive.
Run while you still can!
Beat him up.
My fist. Fist? Say hi to face.
Got it.
I'm missing. Oh, I don't have a helmet. That's right. Maybe not for the Lesk. Plot items. What's through here? Absolutely nothing. I guess this was before the time of pants.
Something is
Oh,
coming.
fuck.
You have no skill!
Oh, no.
Only desperation!
Oh god, there's so many.
while you still can!
Okay, load. There's probably like a way less violent way out. Can I get just two of you to walk out? Run! Oh god, I still got all of them.
Hi. My fist. This say hi to
You're in a little over your head! Someone's gonna fall.
Fucking end this man.
Sure won't be me! That's a good day to die! That's right! Come on!
Alright. Now we wait for Lesk to fucking heal up.
If we want to get away with this, we... I have to tell Barat what we've done.
It was less this time. That's weird. Anyway, take all that.
I'll get on it.
Ooh. Nah, I'm probably just gonna dual wield. Although, having Lesk be an archer sounds very useful right now. Yeah, I haven't taught myself stealth yet.
Breaking a sweat already? This'll be fun! Push them back!
I'll get on it.
You have no skill! Only desperation! Just call me the Reaper!
Where are you going, Lesk? Lesk, what are you doing?
Someone's gonna fall, and it sure won't be me!
Lesk. Wow. God damn it. Okay, you don't get the bow and arrow now. You can't be trusted. safe zone is so hard.
Now it's later.
Let's see what you're made
So this is going much easier.
Let's see some blood!
Oh, cool. That's a new thing. Oh, okay, so it's only for mages then? Fuck that, I don't need it then. Well, I'll take it actually, because I might get mage companion or something.
All right, all right.
Better than mine? Yeah, I can probably sell
I'll
it.
get on it.
I'll just sell it all. Go ahead and save scum.
Got it.
All right, all right. All right, all right.
Let's see some blood!
Now it's later.
You're gonna regret this! It's a good day to die!
Kinda curious if you'll play the level.
All right, all right.
Just attack!
You think I could bleed
Okay,
to death
cool.
from this?
He does
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
I'll just take all, fuck it.
Now's better than later. I'll get on it.
All right, all right.
Ooh. Now, safe scum. I thought that was a real person for a second.
Got it.
Oh shit. No, not strong enough. I need to get level 14.
All right, all right.
Need more strength.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
He dead.
cutting the whore free. If
Gonna
that
murder all of you.
turncoat brother of hers doesn't know his place, I don't need precious Rika either.
Rika? That the one you got all done up in lace? I've been wanting to get my hands on that.
I know what you mean.
She's yours if you want her, boys. And let me tell you, tastes as good as it looks.
Oh.
What in sod all is that doing out of its cage? Let's teach this little duster a lesson.
Oh shit.
Now's better than later. I'll get it.
That's right!
Probably should not let him hit me from behind. But yeah, that'll be what.
I love how desperate you are.
Not
You're
the fucking stay.
Let's see some blood!
Oh, he doesn't give a rat's ass about being stopped.
place!
My back, right?
Push them back!
Pitch combat.
You're hopeless! You have no skill! Only desperation!
Yeah, I win.
Did you see him there all when we're done with you? And you just charged in and sodding slaughtered him! You have to be the luckiest duster in Orzammar. Barat's dead, and we're standing here! Hail to the sodding king!
You died like 3 times, dude.
Whoa. Don't push it,
No,
Salraka.
I'm gonna rule the world.
Barat kept his place by making sure it was
dwarf
always
will conquer
dusters
the
like
world.
us who took the fall. Right now, half of Orzammar knows who you are. We've got to lay low for a while. Maybe in a long time, when everyone's forgotten what happened today, we can see who's left to challenge us. And maybe, if Barat's family topside doesn't figure out who killed him, they'll keep doing business with us. And maybe we'll be able to figure out which mining families stocked the Carta with lyrium.
I kind of look
And
like
then
a
maybe we'll have the chance to take over. Until then, let's just get out of here.
They were about to start dueling. What the fuck? You only had a silver? What the shit? Like, I get it's like early MMO stuff, but come on, man. You only have a silver? Where the where's my belt? I just loaded a belt. Where'd it go? Oh, it's an accessory. Duh. That makes sense. Okay then. Moving on. Wait, was there like just a regular door? Just right over there. Did I walk right past the door? I probably walked right past the door. There's a couple doors I walked right past. I don't know if it matters which one I go.
I'll get on it.
Ooh. Armor crystal, huh? I don't think I'd use that right away, but I'm assuming they wanted me to be a dwarf warrior. Oh, just okay.
You're not supposed to be here.
That's accurate.
Wait, is that blood? Ancestors, protect me.
It's just Skyrim.
There they are!
Wait,
Seize
it's
the
not
fugitives!
ancestors.
Drop your weapons and walk down slowly. We will use force if you resist.
Yo, what up, Liam Neeson? She's more like Keanu Reeves.
You do not speak until the Shapers have judged you.
One moment, my friend. Did you not suggest this Barat might have arranged their convenient escape?
Regardless, the penalty for impersonating a higher caste is death.
If Barat is as influential as you say, perhaps he also masterminded this Everd's impersonation.
He's dead? Barat had many enemies, but also powerful allies.
Barat would have butchered us if he hadn't killed him first.
Your friend has once again demonstrated his courage. We Grey Wardens travel far and wide in search of those with the potential to join our ranks.
Looks like Qui-Gon Jinn.
It seems I have found one. Let me make my offer formal. I, Duncan of the Grey Wardens, extend the invitation for you to join our order.
This man is a criminal. You can't do this.
I can, and I am.
Oh,
It would mean
snap.
traveling to the surface lands and thus leaving your people. But it does offer you the chance to strike a blow against the Darkspawn and the Blight.
Yeah, like, what's a Darkspawn?
Then you will be subject to whatever sentence the Shapers choose to impose. I think you know what that sentence would be. I would spare you from it, and for an excellent cause. And I see your friend would like to speak to you as well. Why don't you see what they have to say before you give your final answer?
Ranked creatures.
I couldn't believe it when Sir Duncan said he wanted to recruit you. I was ready to kill you when I heard what you did at the Proving. But it worked out for the best.
What the fuck?
Those are the rules of the Order. All Wardens leave their families behind. Please don't hold yourself back because of me. I think, for the first
Those
time,
lips are horrifying.
Mother and I will be fine. I spent the afternoon with my new patron. If everything works out, maybe I can even greet you as an equal if you return. Yes. He calls me his Amber Rose. Isn't that sweet? He has a voice like a poet.
There's him right
He
there.
has already promised to move
Oh
Mother
God,
and me into
maybe it
better
is.
lodging, where he can find me more quickly when he wants me.
What the fuck? This dude just walked up and planted there. There's no way you'll convince me to live among humans. Dirty humans. Anybody happy like this?
I am. Truly.
He's just watching.
I could never make a life fighting Darkspawn. But if I can bear a son who makes his house proud, that's all I can
Or
ask.
daughter, you know.
Go,
whatever.
little brother. Make the world a better place.
I'm here. Did I miss the gathering? What the fuck? Fucking motherfucker. Oh, I have to talk to him here too.
Those guys must have seriously cracked your skull. You're not gonna turn down being a Grey Warden, are you? Well, don't you worry about that. Old Lesky'll take care of her. She'll be the first one telling you to go. She never wanted this to be your life.
Ooga.
Oh, if wishes only made it so, Soraka. But think about it. We killed Barat. You think his family will still trade with us? We'd need to
Probably
build
not.
up the whole thing from
Before
scratch.
you said they
And
probably
plenty
would.
more folks will be coming after us. And I'm not talking single combat. I'm talking armies. No, Duster. If you stay here,
How many nicknames
you're more
do you
likely to
have?
end up on the headsman's block than sitting pretty in Barat's estate. We'll go back and tell him yes before he comes to his senses.
Fine. There's one dude just does not know his place in formation.
Have you spoken with your friend and sister? Then before these witnesses, I hereby
fuck it,
recruit
they're
you
fine.
into the Grey Wardens. Know that you are most welcome. Before we brave the deep roads, I would like to make you a gift of this
You know, he
mace,
literally
since
just
you
looks
have
like
so
Qui-Gon
few
Jinn.
possessions of your own.
That's all I see.
It was once wielded by the Warden Forel
Which
Iduken.
that makes me seem the
I believe he was related to your king. I know you will continue his proud example. Goodbye, my friends, and thank you for your hospitality.
So wait, what happens now?
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar,
Oh, cool,
on
cutscene.
the edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar
just
long
Azeroth?
ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kalen,
Is that a fucking paladin?
I didn't expect
A royal welcome?
Oh
I
my
was
God,
beginning to worry you'd
Sephiroth?
miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious.
It's fucking Sephiroth.
The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Like
Allow me to
paladins.
introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name? Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for
Forgot
one,
I
am
couldn't
glad to
shoot
help
Lee.
them. It's good to see one of the honorable stout folk outside Ordomar.
Should I? That's a microaggression.
Sounds like there's a story behind that. You must regale me with it sometime. I do. I'll make sure to have the finest dwarven brew brought up from the palace cellars. After we've dealt with the blight, of course. I've been to Orzammar. King Endrin invited my father to a grand proving long ago. How does Endrin fare these days? Good. I hope to work with him as well as my father did. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their
It's
ranks.
just a fucking paladin. Your welcome means nothing to me, human. Sure. Wait, what did he say? I don't even remember. Here, I'll kiss Sephiroth's ass.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me
God,
with
look
his
at the
strategies.
lines of his face.
Your uncle sends
Oh,
his
that's
greetings
just-
and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters,
their
and tomorrow
helmets.
should be no different.
They look like fucking Gundams.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the Tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a
It's either
search
gonna
party.
die miserably or be
Farewell,
like a villain.
Grey Wardens.
Oh, he's a fucking snake, dude. Nobody's that nice in video games.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against
That or
the
he's just like a
Darkspawn
little
here.
bitch, or he's gonna die, and he's gonna die like super quick. Oh, he is actually that nice? Okay, then he's a little bitch, and he's gonna die really quickly. Really? Okay.
True. Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day.
Okay.
By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this,
Dude,
but
I
I
know, I
cannot
made a
ask the
monster.
king to act solely on my feeling.
Look at the fucking side of it, dude. It looks like a piece of popcorn. Oh.
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to turn Loghain to
Yeah,
make
they
up the
should
difference.
remaster it
To that
for,
end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
current graphics cards and shit. Like, not change anything. Leave it all the same, but remaster it. Just make it look nicer.
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
That's a nice little exploit. Wait, how much shit did I just get? I don't know. Wait, it's never ending succeeded. Interesting, okay.
Hail, you must be the Grey War.
Hold on.
One recruit that Duncan brought.
Oh yeah, I can level up. More dexterous. I kind of want to be able to stealth. That's a passive. Oh, I'm not level 4. Fuck me. I'm gonna grab stealth. I haven't tried it. I'm gonna get it. I'm going dual weapons.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Wow, they're like in their tier gear. Do you have a
We
name?
stand here in this hour. Good.
Oh, I wanted to do something. Let's see here. Audio. My subtitle.
folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the that may await. Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find...
Those aren't the type of subtitles I wanted. What the fuck?
Find you, you will not have failed. You will have served your Maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death, but with the knowledge.
The Grey Warden tent is across the bridge. Find me there if you wish.
I see a question mark. I know what that means. Duncan's fire. Logain.
You approach the tent of Tairn Logain. State your business.
I should go. No, yeah, tell me about him.
How can you not know of Logain?
Because I'm new.
He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Logain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Interesting.
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Can I have your armor?
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony.
What the fuck does swaddled mean?
The Tairn speaks his mind,
That sounds
and the king
horrible.
yells right back. Personally,
Yeah, that's
I think the
swaddled.
king should do what Tairn Logain tells
That
him.
sounds horrible.
Without the Tairn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
Can I talk to him? Because it's talking
Don't be
about us?
absurd.
No.
He can't give an audience to everyone who walks up here, you know?
But I have a message from the Grey Warden. I don't think that would go well.
He won't be happy about that. Hold on, I'll go get him.
Oh no!
Yes, what is it?
Oh my god.
You're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
It's Alan Rickman. Yes, I am.
Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Actually, it looks a lot more like Kylo Ren, honestly. Fascination. Yeah, sure, I totally heard
Maric
that.
respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Maric would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. You're no surface dwarf, I can see it in your eyes. Smart of the Grey Wardens to look for new recruits in Orzammar. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
Hope not.
You're wiser than you look. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sword.
And if he doesn't,
Then simply pray.
he was nice. Oh, it's the king. Can I talk to the king?
Greetings. King Kaelin is not in his tent right now?
I suppose I do, but it wouldn't be prudent to discuss the king's business with you.
Okay, I need
As you wish.
Quartermaster. Send to the exclamation point. It normally means quest.
Maker above, hear the prayers of your sons and daughters.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
Who the fuck? Duncan? Maybe they all look like that.
It's not what you know so much as what you are, really. This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first. You're a Grey Warden, or soon will be. All wardens are immune to the darkspawn taint. The most you have to worry about is some tooth marks. Centuries ago, a mage bred them to be smart and understand what they're told. They can remember and carry out complex orders. Most valuable dogs in the world. Trouble is, they generally imprint to one master. Re-imprinting them is very difficult. But without the medicine, re-imprinting won't be an issue. Will you help?
I'll give it a go. Yeah, wait, say that first.
We can try, but first we need to muzzle and medicate him.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Oh, you are a big boy. You are a big fucking dog. Kill the dog. Why would I do that?
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be.
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
I'll see if I can find one. Why don't you get it yourself? Let the dog be alright with it. We're in the wilds, where the funds are, blah, blah, blah. Do you think I have nothing better to do? No, I'll save the puppy.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
People betrayed your prophet unjustly, now beg for forgiveness. Do not abandon us in our darkest hour. Watch over Karen Logain and give
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
His fucking name.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact. The king must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp. Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade? It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
The Black City?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker.
Oh, okay.
But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Interesting. Okay.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
I'll kill them all.
A wise attitude. It's worked well for me in the past. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Watch over Ferelden, the homeland of Holy Andraste. Keep her people safe from the Darkspawn. Let us bow our heads and offer prayers to the Maker, that he might find us worthy.
What a mess.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some Darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad. Well, you're not what I thought you'd be. Oh, me and Sir Knight were just betting on what the third recruit would be. Not a dwarf, yet here you are. The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
Wait, what?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds. Chasing barbarians, yes. Cannibals, and witches too. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Interesting, buddy. That's really quite interesting.
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now Darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
They forcing you to be here? Blah, blah, blah. I'm looking forward to it. I'll watch your back. No.
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Guess I can follow him.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain. Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. Oh, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. Oh, I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find them myself. Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand. Let me know what you'd like.
Okay, this is important. No shit. Wow, that is amazing.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
What's the difference? Oh, that's better. Not yet. I will get my strength up, but for now, this works.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Let me...
Oh, he did. I just didn't fucking buy him because I'm a dip. That makes me even stronger.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Maybe.
Let me...
Okay, now. Short sword's just not a thing. Kinda want a short sword, won't lie.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Let me know what you'd like.
Yeah, it does work. Awesome. I'm not gonna use shields. That makes sense. Okay, cool.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Yeah, I need another gray iron.
Let me know what you'd like.
Interesting. Okay then.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Okay. I go find Duncan
then. You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turnlogane that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
You're the dwarf who walks with the Grey Wardens. A respectable decision. Some, like all Ash warriors, our training originates from the dwarves. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter. My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
That's fair, you murderous psychopath. Hey, you. Pick.
Soldiers of Ferelden, my sisters and gentlefolk, we stand here on the...
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed? You want to talk to me? I'm not in trouble, am I?
No.
Then what is... Oh, wait. Are you the one I'm supposed to give Sir Garland's sword to? Because I think the smith's done with it.
Yeah, you know what, sure.
What a relief. I thought I'd forgotten. Wait, you're one of those Grey Wardens, aren't you? Why would you be here for Sir Garland's sword? You tried to trick me. Do you have any idea how much trouble I'd be in if I gave Sir Garland's sword away? I should think so. Just go away, you.
Aw. No, come back, I'm sorry.
Go away, you. You're just going to get me.
Oh. Now I feel a little bit bad. Oh, you can't see me. I feel a little bit bad. Not much. Duncan, Davros, soldier. I haven't met the other one yet. Maybe I do just have to go and talk to Duncan.
I'm sorry, but there's so much to do before the battle. I must attend to my duties or I'll get the switch.
Oh god, that's fucked up. Or I'll get the switch. Why would you not want to play Breath of the Wild? Alright, we'll go back to Dark Dungeon, see if that does anything. Otherwise, we're just gonna go on in the wilds and do that fucking dog quest.
Welcome, young man.
Oh god. I should go.
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity. Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared? Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
Uh-huh. Well, you see, they cut off your dick.
Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware. It might seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role.
Interesting, okay.
You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing. Perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you need assistance? Goodbye.
Now's better than later.
That course of action is inadvisable.
Backstabbing never hurt anyone.
That course of action is inadvisable.
Fair enough, you win. Goodbye, Tranquil Boy. Brick. Oh, look, I'm not stealth anymore. I'm walking away. You win. See, I gave up. I'm going over here.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need? Do not wait too long before seeking out Alistair. As I said earlier, we will need to begin preparations for the joining before nightfall. Do not wait too long before seeking out Alistair. Do not wait.
Oh, I have to seek out Alistair. Can I even go to the wilds yet?
I'll get on it. Hail! You're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct? I can't let you through to the Korcari Wilds until he gives the word.
That's fair. Okay, I should go.
Take care.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is...
Go away. You're just going to get me in trouble.
They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it.
It's just an
You
orc.
get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die. There are lots of darkspawn, different kinds. We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called the General. They're pretty common in the Horde, but we've seen others much larger. We don't know where these new darkspawn are coming from, or what they can do.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every
I like this. I like
I
this.
want this nonsense talk stopped immediately. What are you, a bunch of Natric fishwives spreading gossip until you brown your small clothes out of terror? We've seen nothing to suggest that the Darkspawn drag our people underground to eat them. And I want this talk about Darkspawn enslaving survivors to stop immediately. Keep your minds focused on the battle. You fight for Ferelden and for your king. Remember that.
Hell, that's a doll.
Well, don't touch the carcass. We'll be burning it so it doesn't infect anything.
Okay, where the king at? Hello, priest. Oh, hello. The fuck? No. Oh, that's why. I was like, there's no way this game is chugging my PC. And it's not. It's not the game.
My faith sustains.
God, look at that. God, seeing this like 10 years ago would have been amazing. Just how far games came. Oh, he's dead. Oh, the master's shut down. L.exe has stopped working. Go back and talk to his tech guy again.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now.
Okay, bye then.
As you wish.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm
Greetings.
That's weird.
King Kalen is not in his tent right now. I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did.
As he should.
As you wish.
Yeah, I don't understand why the stuttering. That's odd. There's no reason for that. What up, buffers? Prisoner, you said.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
Yeah, I don't know. Something just doesn't like this area. I don't know what it is. It's clearly on the game's end, though, because none of my shit's over 50%.
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Wait, well, why are you in there?
I'm a deserter. Or so they think.
Oh, okay, fuck you then.
I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Did you desert?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water. You're a funny one. They wouldn't listen to some dwarf no matter what you think. Thanks for the laugh, though. And it's not as if they're wrong. I probably would have deserted later. Just not when they caught me is all. Hope that doesn't spoil your opinion of me. I'm still hungry enough to eat my shoe.
Then eat your shoe, dude.
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such. Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example. They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right? Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
Yeah, I'll buy it from you.
10 silver. Well, feed him if you want to.
Helping you out, boo-boo.
I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Yay!
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away. Much obliged. You're a kind soul, you are. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you.
Yeah, the game's just fucking up. I got no idea. Anyway, moving on.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together. Is it? I'm trying to find a bright side to all this. I suppose it wasn't very convincing.
Oh no, I feel
Wait,
like
we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
a dwarf can totally maybe be a mage. I mean, I know they can.
And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you.
Dwarves aren't allowed to
As
be
the
mages,
junior
they're not
member
tall
of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining. Honestly, nothing. Try not to worry about it. It will just distract you. There haven't been any Dwarven Grey Wardens in some time. You must know a lot about Darkspawn. Oh, I guess you've got a more colorful background than Duncan let on. But don't worry, you'll see plenty of Darkspawn now. And probably sooner than you'd like. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are. Which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
What's a Templar?
You don't know? Quick version then. The Chantry tries to control mages because they're dangerous. So they keep Templars that train to hunt down and kill apostates. That's what I was being trained as when Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger. And the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech. Daveth and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them? Right, that cut-purse Duncan conscripted. Not sure what Duncan sees in him, to be honest. Keep an eye out, maybe we'll see the other one, or I can track him down later. Don't worry, I'll try not to embarrass you. You do? Huh, that's... If you have any questions, let me know.
Now it gives me this. I guess it needs to be on Defender for now. Oh, that's cool. Shield cover, shield bash, so he's literally just a fucking paladin. That's cool.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed her. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing. This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How'd you do?
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit. There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can. The scrolls contain treaties promising support, treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Anyway.
Greetings. It is good to finally have a moment to speak with you. I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in Highever, a city off the northern coast. Have you traveled there?
No, never.
I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Maric's funeral. It was in Highever that I met my Helena. I was smitten. She has the most beautiful eyes, my Helena. Now, for years, I found any excuse to return there. We married a year ago. Arlayman gave me leave to serve in Highever, but I was attempting to persuade Helena to come to Redcliffe with me, at least until I was recruited.
So you abandoned her?
Never. I will return to her once my duty is done and the Blight defeated.
Let's go.
Indeed.
Got a full fucking squad here.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
This is like reminiscent of The Witcher to me so much. The first Witcher game. Get him! Oh, those sound effects hurt my soul. Oh, God.
Over here.
Where? Oh, there you are. Howdy.
Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you.
You gave him a little, like, butterfly bandit. God, that sound cute.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the four of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know?
Is there
I'm not a coward,
like
but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Oh, God, that angle. Oh, my lord. One day I will come back for this picture.
I still do not relish the thought of encountering an army.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Need more of them? Oh, there they are. Furlocks.
Got it.
Hey, more shit. It's just ignored. They look like they're hanging out, just having a good time. Let's see, I have a suspicion. Sinking suspicion I'm gonna wanna, God damn it, I forgot to stealth again.
Got it. I'll get on it.
Again.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
No, run, they don't see me yet.
now's better than later. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
I gotta kill these ones first, and then I can sell.
I'll get on.
Yes, knock him on his head.
Go!
They killed all the puppies. Bastards.
They'll never see me coming.
Last will and testament, you say, huh? Found the last will and testament of someone named Rigby on a body in the Corkery Wilds. Find the cache. Mention in the will and take it to Jeddah. But where's the cache? Oh well. Moving on. Excuse me? Do you want to run that by me again?
Right to the face!
Backstabbing never hurt anyone.
That's cool. I said with so much enthusiasm. Oh. Force save, those are always cool.
No end to these blasted things!
Oh, they slaughtered the fuck out of us. He tried to run too. He gave me a chance. He's like, no, you sit here and you fight the trash. My answer to that was, fuck you, I want to kill you. So that's one way I could have gone. Set up the other one. Fuck stealth.
Twisted creatures!
He had a bad time. Oh! A fart sound like into the mic, like what?
All right, all right.
The lesser boo-boo kit. What's up here? Another emissary? God, the combat in this game, like, God, I wish I had this like when it was brand new.
Whew. Now I'm all lightheaded.
I gotta make poisons.
All right, all right.
Oh, cool. I literally just have it. There we go. It's just the venoms are just...
Got it.
Now there's nothing left for me to fight. I guess. Oh, I have to like discover more shit. Oops. Just keep going further this way, I guess. See another way I can go. But it's a lot of running, so whatever. Tip my weapon was it's kind of funny. Dear God, it wants me to go past that fucking thing. Okay. Maybe there's an easy way to kill it. Maybe I don't even have to fight it. Maybe I can just ignore its existence. Go about my merry way.
Now's better than later.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
Wonder if I'm gonna get swarmed. Yeah, this is the only other way it seems like I can go, so... Buckle up, buckos. it's weak. Alistair, I fucking love you. Okay. Pretty much just soloed that thing.
Now's better than later.
So around here. I'll explore a bit.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? They didn't die happy. They had a bad day. Oh boy, another force save. Last time that happened, great things happened.
No end to these blasted things!
I'll get on it.
Level all that shit up. Ooh.
Got it.
No, I'm equipping that now. Fuck you. That's great. I need a little more swamp. You know that? Because I want to get him into a certain type of gear. Ooh, I can get combat movement now. Hell yeah. Ooh, there it is. I am covered in blood, oh my god. Well, hello.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey?
It's a goddamn Sith.
What say you, Scavenger or intruder? 'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered? Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Oh my god.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, dwarf. You have nothing to fear from any witch. Tell me your name, and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized. Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened. 'Twas my mother, in fact. Yes, my mother. Did you assume I spawned from a log?
A thieving, weird-talking log, perhaps?
Not all in the wilds are monsters. Flowers grow as well as toads. If you wish, I will take you to my mother. 'Tis not far from here, and you may ask her for your papers if you like.
We should get those treaties, but I dislike this Morrigan's sudden appearance. It's too convenient.
Why not? I do not meet many people here. Are you all so mistrustful?
Yes.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Fun.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your dwarven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe? If you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? What? It seems I do.
So this is a dreaded Witch of the Wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True. They came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them?
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Okie-dokie.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings.
Aww.
Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
I'm gonna save here. There's a good enough spot to save.